whatever. We left off with me. We were talking about the transmission of the Guru to the disciple via seva.
Yeah, so before you have to serve your Guru. This is the first thing. When you start becoming a disciple, you have to spend time with your Guru and serve him. And so surrender completely. That is the reason why you serve your Guru, to surrender. And once you've surrendered, then he can transmit his teachings to you. Because the teachings is really not, it's not an intellectual, what you want to do intellectually, you can read. There are fantastic scriptures in India, the Upanishads, for example, Brahma Sutra. You can read everything your intellect would like to be satisfied finding. But that teaching, the sacred teaching is a transmission that is beyond words. And that the Guru can transmit when you have surrendered.
See, it's so much beyond all these concepts that were caught up in the West, where this and that technique and this and that thing. It is really.
Oh, they all help. They all help. What you have to do, you have to purify your mind. You have to clean your mind. You have to stop this mind. You have to stop the logic and reason. You have to stop talking. Stop judging. You have to clear your mind up, to empty it out so that you can receive without your judging, your reasoning and all that. It stops it from coming into you completely. So you have to purify, clean your mind up. And all these, techniques are good for that. That's what they are for, mantras and yantras and breathing exercises and all that. That is for mind control. And that is very important to have.
So tell us about some of the things that you found very helpful to clean out your mind.
Stop thinking. To be aware of that, I do that every morning still, every morning I sit down and I try to stop this discussing mind, the mind that sort of plans the day and the mind that think about this and this and that and that. I try to consciously stop that, not use that in the morning especially. And clear the mind, be empty-minded. And then in that empty-minded space, then you are aware, then that awareness is there of it all.
Anything else? Any other technique that you found especially helpful that you might want to share?
Yeah, in order to stop this mind, it's very tough because it's going there all the time. In order to stop it, breathing is for me anyhow, I'm not that disciplined of myself, but breathing is a very good exercise because you can't really be aware of your breathing if you're thinking. So by breathing, you think of the breathing in and out, in and out. I mean, there are all different kinds of breathing exercises, but many of them, they say you have to have a good pranayama teacher to learn. But it's not necessary to know all these exercises, just to be aware of your breath, in and out, in and out, in and out, and where it comes from. And it comes from where the same spot where the mind starts. It comes from down here, So you can't really use your mind at the same time as you're aware of your breath. So as when you're breathing in and out, and then your mind starts going. Your mind is gone. So then you start again with breathing in and out, and try to keep your awareness of the breath. That's a very good exercise. Then these yogis, they have all kinds of exercises, but. It's not really for me, I don't think.
It seems to be actually relatively new in the Naga tradition, no? I mean, it seems to be more of the thing of the Naths and some of these other sampradayas. All this yoga asana and things.
Yeah, there's this little Baba here.
Yeah, I saw him the first night.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I never saw some of those asanas. I'm sorry I didn't film that actually. First morning. I just usually don't like to take out this camera because then I'm kind of outside the extraordinary world when I have to sit behind it. I'd rather sit in it. Next time I'll have a cameraman with me so I can stay on the other side. And so, have you traveled much all around India, or are you mostly
Yeah, I've been all around. No, I haven't been I haven't been of strange reason. I haven't been to Himachal Pradesh because there's a lot of nice Guru brothers living there, but I still haven't been there. Yeah, I've been everywhere. I also went to Nagaland 2 years ago to Nagaland, which was a very unusual experience.
How so? What was
Well,
that
it's
like?
sort of, it's within the Indian borders, but they're not Indians there. They're Christians as well, and they're not Indian stock, the Indian race. They're Mongolian race.
Huh.
They say themselves that the only thing they have in common with India is the border. But it's a very beautiful country, very beautiful country. Yeah, I traveled from south to everywhere around to all the kind of main pilgrims places. I went on a very hilarious journey with my guru. My guru knew that he was old and he wasn't well. So like many Indians, he wanted to do an all-Indian yatra before he passed away. So he rented a bus and fitted it up with some of his disciples and some of his devotees. Old little bus in the mountains. And we got insured for 40 days, so we went around all India in 40 days in this little bus to all the sort of main pilgrimage places. Which turned out that in fact in order to have time to go this all around India in 40 days, we couldn't really stop in any places, so we were on the road all the time.
Around the world in 40 days, huh?
Yes, it was something like that. It was quite hilarious. Very hilarious.
Huh.
Yeah, and I like, Rajasthan, Gujarat. I'm very fond of Gujarat.
And what do you feel the role of a yogi is in the world?
Well, first of all, here in India, the role of a yogi is to try to uplift, the role is to uplift humanity in one way or the other. To try to make people better human beings. To be a good example of what a good human being should be, because a good yogi should be a good human being.
Yes.
And that is what a yogi should do. You see, here mostly there's, in villages here there's a temple, and around the temple there's very often a yogi or Baba living, and he acts as a kind of a social work, if I can say, in the village. People, there's no social help in the villages, and there's hardly any doctors in the villages, so they go to the Baba with their problems and their problems. So the Baba's kind of duty becomes to help them, to uplift them. Like even where I'm living, people are very, very poor where I'm living. So what I'm trying to do, I have developed a huge garden up there, and I'm now trying to turn that into a horticultural society in order to help these local people to improve their life a bit, So that is what the yogi should do, to try to help to improve, for people in general. Because very often a yogi, he lives on the charity of the village people. So it has to be a give and take, You can't just take without giving. So that's how a yogi should live.